In this video, we're going to be designing in Microsoft Word and also uploading fonts so that they can be used in places like Cricut Design Space. So we are going to be working with fonts today, and we're going to be working with Microsoft Word today to show you how you can edit and design in Microsoft Word as well. And I am also going to show you how you can use system fonts from Creative Fabrica in places like Cricut Design Space or any of your other places that you design and cut or print from. So let's start in our Creative Fabrica, and I pulled up a couple of the cute fonts. So you just go to Creative Fabrica and you search fonts, and I thought we would try this Bridgetown and this Flower Spring just because they were the first ones to come up. So let's hit download first here. And I am going to open this file and I want to extract it. So I don't have to extract it because this is just going to be a system font. If I was putting it into Canva, I would have to extract it, but we're not going to work with Canva today. We're just going to work with Word and Cricut Design Space. So all you do is you open your font and you see it says Bridgetown Open Type Font. Just click on that. And then here it'll say install. Now I am using an Android device. I do not know how to use Apple, so you'll have to Google how to install them on your Apple device, but I am pretty sure it's going to be very similar to this. So you just hit install. That's all you do. So now it's installing Bridgetown. So let's go into a Word document here. So now I'll start a new Word document and I'm going to go to layout here and I'm going to go orientation. I'm going to go to landscape. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller here so you can see the whole screen. And on my margins, I have some pre-selected to 0. I suggest if you're going to be doing any designing that you also set yours to 0. So now we'll go to home here and let's just type Bridge Town. And I'm going to make this bigger so that you can see it. I spelt it wrong already. I can see that, but I'm going to make it bigger so that you can see it. Bridge. All right, so now I'm going to highlight Bridgetown, and up here, I'm going to go to my font box here, and we're going to search for Bridgetown. You see, as I'm scrolling through, it's picking up everything that I'm touching here. But I just want to find what we just uploaded here, right here, Bridgetown. There you go. So there is our font. So now I'm going to make this bigger again. I'm going to just type in 144 here so that it's nice and big so that you can see that. So now let's do, all right, so now let's go to Cricut Design Space. And so you would just hit a text box here and add a text box like I did already. So I could delete one of these, but we'll just use this one. So highlight your design and you can see that it came in at Cricut Sans here. So all you do is you go over here to the left and you see Cricut, System, Recent. Well, if you go under System, you can see all of the fonts that I have uploaded into my computer, but you're not going to see Bridgetown yet because I downloaded this. Oh, look at that. No, that's Bridgerton. That's a different one. You're not going to see Bridgetown yet because I downloaded this when I had my Cricut Design Space open. So I'm going to close my Cricut Design Space and now I'm going to open it again. So I'm going to search Cricut because after you put a new font in, you have to reload your Cricut so that it picks up that system font. So let's start a new project here, go to blank canvas, start design, and now I'll put a text box in. And oops, I got that twice, but that's all right. So move this one up. And now you can go here and you can see that it's got Cricut and System. So now under System, we should be able to see Bridgetown if it worked for me. There's Bridgetown right there, the one that we just installed. So now you can see that that is how you can bring your own fonts in from Creative Fabrica instead of paying. Let's go to Cricut here. Instead of finding a cute font that you like and you get your design done and then you have to pay $4.99 for this font or any of these, most of them, there are very few fonts in Cricut Design Space that are free. So usually you find one that you really, really love, and then they hit you up for $4.99. So that is how you can bring fonts into Cricut Design Space. I'm sure you can do it with most cutting machines. You want to stay with your system fonts. So you see here, those are Cricut fonts. These are system fonts. These are ones that I have uploaded into my computer from Creative Fabrica. So now let's close this because we don't need this right now. Let's go back and let's upload another font here. I will go back to my Creative Fabrica here and let's do Flower Spring. So we're going to download this. And again, I'm going to open this up. Oh, my McAfee is stopping me here. Sorry. Now you can see this one's got an open type font and a true type font. Open type font is one that I suggest that you use. So we are going to click open type font here. And again, we're going to install. And so it's called Flower Spring. So now that should be on my laptop. So now let's go to our Word document here, and I'll add another text box here, and I will write Flower Spring. And of course, it just is doing it in the Bridgetown right now. So I'm going to highlight Flower Spring, or I'm going to highlight that one, and I'm going to go find Flower Spring here. Let's see, Flower, Flower Spring, right there. So there we have it. So now I'm going to make this font smaller so that you can see it better. And there you go. Now we have our Bridgetown and our Flower Spring. It's that easy to install fonts from Creative Fabrica onto your computer. Those are your system fonts. So now let's highlight this. And you can go and change the color. You can do whatever you want here. You can make lots of different designs using these features in Word. So now I'm going to, since I showed you how to do some fonts here, let's start a new document here. And again, I'm going to change my layout just so that you can see it. And usually I tend to design in landscape mode. I'm going to put my margins at 0. And now I'm going to start bringing in some pictures that I have uploaded from Creative Fabrica. Let me show you a few things here. So I uploaded this digital paper here, this one, and I've got these bleach spots right here. They look pretty interesting. And then I uploaded this one, this bleach spot, and that's that one. So I'm going to close these since I showed you what I'm bringing in. And I do have the Creative Fabrica All Access. It's an amazing deal. I'll have a link below for that. I do get a slight commission when you use my link. So if you do decide to purchase, please use my link below. I appreciate that. So now I'm just going to close these out here because I don't need them open. And so now we will go into, I'll leave that one open for now. We'll go into our new design here, and I'm going to go to up here in the panel. I'm going to go to Insert and then Picture. So now from this device, because I downloaded them onto my computer here, so I'm going to go to my downloads right here. And here's that bleach spot. So let's bring that in first. So I'm going to insert that bleach spot. Now you can see it came in white. You can't even see it basically. So this icon right here is a feature that's very important if you're going to be designing. This is your layout options. So you're going to want to click on this icon, and then you're going to want to hit this one through, wrap and through. So then you can move it around on your page. So now let's go up here where it says color. And you can pick any color that you want for this, or you can more variations here, and you can go down to the color wheel and you can pick virtually any color that you want. So let's, you really can't tell what I did there. You can go to artistic effects too, and there's some fun things in there as well. You can see that it kind of gave that a pattern. There's other patterns that you can use. It's just kind of fun to play with. You can change your transparency here. Didn't know if you've seen that. So let's go back to color. I'm just going to go back. I'm going to hit the back button here and just go until it turns white again. And now we have our bleach spot here that's white. So I'm going to go under color and I'm going to go to more variations and then more color here. Oh, that's fun. So I'm going to just pick something in this area here, something really light. So I'm going to add that one. So now something that I really like in Word that you can't do in Canva. See how you can distort this bleach spot? I really like that you're able to distort this because then you can fill up your page with it as much as you want. And it actually will distort it. And you can distort it any way that you want to your liking. So now I've got my bleach spot on my page there. Make it a little bit bigger here. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to insert and I'm going to grab a picture here from this device and let's see. So I brought in some Christmas pictures. Let's just open up this one. And I made these large so that you can see all of the designs that came in from that bundle. There's just some beautiful images in here. Let's grab something just pretty standard here. There's some cute ones. Oh my goodness. Let's pull this one in for now. And so now you see that that went off the page. That's because the bleach spot is here. So that's why this icon is very important. It's up here as well. You can hit it up here or here. So if you can go here and you can go through as well, and that'll pop that design right up in there. And again, you can distort this any way that you want. I mean, it's totally up to you if you want the image distorted or not. Something else that I want to show you. Now you see that this image is highlighted by the dots, around it. Over here on the top right, as long as you're under picture format, it will show you the size of your design from dot to dot to dot. I mean, it's not showing you the edge of the house there, but it's showing you the size from your dots here. So, and then also you can grab and twist it the same as well. I don't want to twist it right now, but I just wanted to show you that you can do that. And then there are some picture style options that you can do as well in this area. There's a whole bunch of different things that you can do, but I am going to undo that. And I am just going to go to the house here and I'm going to have it highlighted. And then I want to go up here to some artistic effects and I can change the look of that house. That one didn't change it much. Let me find another one. You could make it a black and white possibly, or change it to a sketch drawing like that. I'm going back because I don't like that one. But now I'm going to go into transparency here on this bleach spot. So now I've got the bleach spot highlighted here and I'm going to drop my transparency down on that because I want to make sure that my design looks cute inside there. Now, there's so many things that you can do with this. So now if I was going to print this for a shirt or something, let's add a few more things first. Let's add some more images. So we're going to go to our items that we have here and let's add this Santa with his bag there. So I'm going to bring that in and again, wrap and through so that he comes up into the page. And now I can make him as big or as small as I want and put him anywhere that I want. I'm going to make this bigger so that I can see how he looks down there. Pull it in and just get him in there the way you want. And then you could add, again, go to insert picture, this device, and find, what you're looking for. See what else can I bring in here that would look cute in this design. There isn't much that I can bring in. that'll fit with the house, but you're getting the idea of how these things work. There's already a wreath on the door, but say you want a different wreath on the door. So I'm going to insert this image and again, wrap and through, and then it's going to bring it in, and then I can resize it to the size that I want by pulling on these dots, and I can put a different wreath on the door. You get the idea of how this works. So there you go. Now let's zoom in so that we can see that, so that you can see just how fun it is to change. Oops, a little too far here. Get over so you can see how that wreath is right on top of the other one there. You can move it around when you zoom in. It's easier to see. So I'm going to just drop it down here so that you can see it. So now, let's say I was going to print this. So what I would do is I would go to File and Print, and then you're going to pick the printer that you're going to use. This is my regular inkjet printer. I have my DTF printer in here. I have my sublimation printer. So let's just pretend like we're going to do sublimation with this. So now I'm going to go to printer properties, and I'm going to select premium presentation paper matte, high quality, and then under more options, I'm going to turn off bidirectional because that is kind of a high speed. You don't want high speed. When you're printing something and you want it to look really good, always turn your bidirectional or high speed off. And then, of course, when you're doing sublimation, you want to mirror your image. Then you just hit OK, and you would print this to where you want it to. But we're not going to print this right now. We're just playing. So now I'm going to start a new design here. So I'm going to open a blank document again. And I'm going to change my orientation to landscape, my margins to 0. And now I am going to insert a picture from this device. And I'm going to go to some of those papers that I downloaded because I thought they were so blasted cute. All right, so now let's make these bigger so that you can see them. So you can see that there's snowman images. I mean, these would make amazing Christmas cards or, anything that you want. So this is super cute, this one. So I'm going to bring it in. And again, I'm going to do the wrap and through feature. And I'm just going to put this right in the middle of my page here. And actually, I'm going to stretch it all the way to the edge, make little fat snowman here. And you can see how that filled up the page. Now you could add a text box. So I could add a text box and then you could, that's not what I want to do. Let's go back home here and just add, I'll do this text here. So then I can add the text in here. Sorry, I'm losing my place here. Go to home. And where was I? I want to go and add text here. So here you go. I like the word art option. So now you could put a name in here. So let's just say Sam, and you could make 3 different names or whatever you wanted. If this maybe was a card that you wanted to send and you wanted to add your names in there, let's change this font to our Bridgetown. So then you highlight your font, you'd go to home and you would find Bridgetown here again. It's right here under recently used. Then you can stretch that, or I shouldn't say stretch that out. I can't do that. You have to raise the size of your image here. And then, of course, you can change the color of this by going up to your color, and you can make it whatever color that you want. I wouldn't want it that red. It blends in too much. You could use it whatever color that you want. So you could put a last name in here, season's greetings from the blah, 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 or whatever you wanted to do. So I just wanted to show you a few options of downloading fonts and using them, and how you can design in Word the same as It's not exactly the same. It's, but it is a good option if you have Word and you don't have any other designing. When I first started designing, I designed everything in Word. So this is a place that you can start if you have Microsoft Word on your computer. Well, I hope this helped. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And thank you for watching. Have a great day. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel, see links below, and leave me a comment.